Good day, everyone. It's Frank Holmes at US Global Investors. I'd like to share with you that we at US Global believe in macroeconomic models, statistical models, and we like to create our own sort of unique indicators. And behind me is a sentiment indicator. It includes most of the emerging markets. It includes all the commodities, and we look for a rate of change of sentiment. And what we find is that historically that when 80% of all these factors are up, the indicator is saying raise cash. And when it goes below 20, it says commit cash. So when I take a look over the past many decades, and I can go back over the past 5 years, but let's just focus the last time we had a big sell-off. As you can see here in 2008, this indicator, sentiment indicator, fell more than 2 standard deviations. And it was a reflection of the time to actually accumulate emerging markets, accumulate commodity stocks, and accumulate other asset classes, which would rebound as government policies would come to stimulation. And government policies did come, in particular in March of 2009, we saw under President Obama a $700 billion stimulus package. We saw the SEC push back on the mark-to-market interpretation rules that helped the banks and insurance companies, and that was the bottom of the great run that we had in the stock market. Now we've gone full tilt, and this is one of the first times in my career that has been an outside force. There's not been an act of war. It's not been a mismanaged government policy between monetary and fiscal policies. It is a virus. And this virus doesn't care where you live around the planet. It doesn't care about your gender. It doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care about your religion. It doesn't care about your political leanings. It just doesn't care. And this has created an incredible whipsaw of markets around the world of trying to interpret something that's new. And where are we today? Well, the indicator is at an all-time low, and it is saying that there's a capitulation that is in place right now of massive selling. And on a historical basis, you get, this is an opportunity that doesn't come often, maybe once a decade, where things become so extremely oversold that they are great buying opportunities. I believe with the internet and technology that we're going to get an unprecedented amount of $10 trillion being spent, already $1.9 trillion committed, and by the time this is all over, it'll be $10 trillion. The Fed's balance sheet will expand dramatically like it did last time. It increased 500%. The overall deficit will increase by 300% or more. And with that, negative interest rates, zero interest rates, governments will throw every policy possible to stimulate and support this economic drama that we're going through. So stay calm, stay cool, keep your distance with everyone else as the medical staff around the world try to deal with the coronavirus. And remember, there are cycles, and this sort of crisis we're living through, it will end, markets will return, and just like we're seeing in the airlines industry, stocks are off over 60%, much worse than 2008. In fact, much more like 9/11, the significance of the decline. And because airlines in America are so important for business, 2 million people were flying only 2 months ago a day. The government's going to do everything to get business back up and going, but it's going to take time. So have some patience, look for opportunities, and wishing everyone safety from this horrible virus.